Hey everyone, it's Becky. I just have a project that I want to share with you guys. It's one of those trunk boxes that you can get at Hobby Lobby, and I just altered it, and it's for a special friend of mine. So I got the idea from Gisela at Lavish Laces and Sabrina at Crafty Chica 87, I believe it is. They did I think a swap, or I think Sabrina sent Gisela a trunk box and then Gisela made one. So they're the ones that inspired me to make this, and like I said, it's just for a special friend, and I'm going to fill it with those laces that I did the whole video on most of those. So I'll just go ahead and show you what I did. I'm not in my normal videoing area, so hopefully nothing catastrophic happens here. So here's the top. I don't know if I can get it all in frame. It's the medium size trunk box, and I used a Prima Divine paper, and then most of the flowers are the Prima Divine ones that go with the paper. Let's see, so I'll just go ahead and show you or go through everything on the top, and then I'll open it. So here is a little like trinket that I made. Closer so you can see. My camera is not very good. Hopefully I'll be getting a new one soon. So I made it out of a thimble, and I used like a head pin, and I bent it in a circle, and I threaded the lace pieces through it, and then I thread it through the hole through the middle of the thread bobbin thing. I don't know what these are called. So I just did that. I hooked at the bottom of the head pin a chain, and I just hung different trinkets on it in the middle. So there's that, and then I put lace around it. I don't know if you can see it very well. And then I put this little pink trim from Craft Supplies 1 around it, and then I did there's 3 flowers, little tiny flowers, and these ones are the ones from Craft Supplies 1 on the top, and then of course through the head pin, I hooked 2 head pins in a circle and hooked a chain at the top, and then the one at the bottom for that. And so the chain at the top I just hooked to this Tim Holtz pin and stuck it underneath the paper. And then I wrapped the stems from the flowers around the bobbin. Is that what it's called? I don't know. And so this is the paper that I used on the top, was the one with she looks like a ballerina to me. It's a dancing girl or lady, but she reminds me of ballerina, and I didn't really do much with her. I just kind of left her. I sprayed her with my homemade glimmer mist, and I distressed all the sides. Underneath, what I did, and it kind of failed, I don't know what I did wrong, but I Mod Podged one of the papers to the top of the box, but I already had crackled all the paint, and so I was trying to see if the crackle would show through like the Mod Podged paper. So, but when I went to take it, to rub it off with water, it's just all came off, and so I don't know if it had something to do, because the way I crackled it was with glue, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But it kind of showed through, some spots it left, there's on the paper the one with I think that was the eagles, so I just kind of poked it through there and through there, and then you can kind of see it down here. Where the script on the paper is still there, and then up here, right there, you can kind of see it, and then over here, but I put lace there, and then as well as down here, and I got this lace, I think it was from Lavish Laces. I kind of mixed up my lace, and so I kind of got confused and I was like, oh no, I shouldn't have done that because now I don't know where things came from. So I'm trying to remember. I know where most of it came from. So these are all of these, like peach and green, the yellow, and then like these brownish ones are all the Prima flowers that come with that go with the paper pack. And then these little white ones are from Craft Supplies 1. And this little cherry blossom back there, I got that from, I think it's Shabby Beautiful on Zibbit. And then there are dark pink ones and the yellow. And then the green. Those are all the Prima. And then the pinks and the white are from Craft Supplies 1. And then there's the little light bulbs from the Prima Junkyard Findings. It says to you. This is the flower that I made off of Faith Chick 777's tutorial. And instead of doing like the top like she did, she said that you could stop and put the center in. And if you've watched her tutorial, you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is the flower that I made. I don't know if I can get it. It's all there. There we go. So that's what I did there, and I just stuck that there. Right here is Prima Flowers, and this stuff behind it was supposed to be like cheesecloth, but I don't have any cheesecloth, so I used gauze. I have like rolls and rolls of it from when my son cut his finger and I had to go get stitches. They handed me this big bag of bandages, so that's what I used. I used it all underneath here, like all along here, and then underneath over here, and it's kind of poking up through. I don't know if you guys can really see. Let me see if I can adjust my light. Hopefully that's a little bit better. And then, let's see, what else? This is a little art tile that I made. I don't know if you can see it that well. I'm trying to think what else. On the metal, like the metal corners, because it's got it on the top and the bottom, and then the hardware on the front, and the hinges, I used antique white rub and buff, and so that's what I did there. And I used it on all of the hardware. And then over here the banner is out of the paper, and I put some canvas pieces that I had behind it and kind of distressed it and hooked it together with just some string that I have. And let's see, this is a resin piece from Prima, and then these are the good grief, the filigrees. What are they called? The Finnabar ones. Let me just see if I can. I'm sure everybody knows because the vintage trinkets from Prima. And so I've got one there, and then there's one that's like hiding underneath this flower right there. Oh, and then there's this flower that is from the Chevy Beautiful on Zibbit, and then this is a butterfly that's from the paper. I just fussy cut it out. I put the aluminum foil tape behind it to kind of be able, so I could bend it, and then put glossy accents over it. And this spray is from Prima, the one that goes with the paper. And I think that that's it for the top. Oh, and then the zipper is the Junkyard Findings from Prima. This is, let's see, it's right here. It is Melissa Francis. It's the ribbons and trims that you can get, and it's like the zipper one. And I just kind of rolled my paper, rolled two pieces of paper, together, and then I put the zipper down between them, and then at the top where the excess zipper was, I hooked the zipper from Prima on there just to kind of make it look like it was going to zip it up. So that's what I did there. I think that that's it. The gauze that I have back behind here, there's a few spots where I've kind of sprayed it with my Lindy Stamp Gang, the Pink Ladies Pink, because that's like the only color I pretty much have. And then here on the front, there's more of that antique white rub and buff. And then also on the little things right there. And then I tried to like rub it off and scratch it off in a few places to make it look worn. The lace is from Lavish Laces. This green one is from Piece by Piece. And then this pink one is from Craft Supplies One. And then I did some here. I don't know if it's going to show up that well. Let's see my light. That's a little bit better for right now, just so you can see it. I used my stencil. I don't have it here right now. It's the Prima stencil, and I don't remember what it's called. And then there's the Crackle stencil from Prima that I did, and I just used my modeling paste that Marla sent to me. Thank you, Marla. And then over here is the same thing. I just have it all the way around. I don't know if you guys can really see it. I don't know why my light's doing it. Maybe that's better. Like right there and right there is the same thing. And then there's the back with the little charm hanging down. And so there's more of the texture. And then here's the bottom. Here's where you can see I did the crackle paint the most. I just used, I mixed the orange and a white together just to kind of make it a little bit of a lighter, like a creamsicle orange. And then I put the glue over it. Sorry about my lighting. I don't know what is going on. I think it's just the reflection of the colors on my box to my light. There we go for a minute. So there's, I did the orange, mixed it with the white just to make it lighter. I used Craft Bond paper glue gel I seen off of, and I don't remember, it's a tutorial that I seen on YouTube, and she used this, and so I put that on there, and then I put the kind of cream colorish over the top, and then I put some of my Lindy Stamp Gang, the Pink Ladies Pink, and my Marigold Yellow Orange, I think. And I kind of splattered it. And then for the feet, I just have half back pearls. And I got these, I think, from the Piece by Piece a while ago. So there's that. Let's see, I'm trying to think if that's everything. I don't know if I showed you that side. There's that side. And so, let's see, let's open it. And the inside, let's see if I can adjust the camera just 1 second. There's the top. Here I did the Crazer Craft dress form, and I got that from Discount Paper Crafts. And then this wing applique I got from the Piece by Piece. And I just put feathers behind it. And then there's more of that gauze. And I just kind of tattered it, pulled it apart. Hopefully it stays like that because it kind of comes apart easy. And I dyed it with that Pink Ladies Pink. And I put the Craft Supplies One, that pink trim on there, and then some like kind of dark pink seam binding, and I wrapped it around up here, and I put a flower, and that's from Craft Supplies One, and I gave her a little pearl necklace. And I got this pearl strand from Lavish Laces, and then this is from Lavish Laces, and I made a pocket. And then there's the rosette trims from Lavish Laces. I made a stick pin right here and right here. And then this is another one of those filigree pieces, the flower ones from Prima. And then a Prima flower over the top. And this pearl trim is from Craft Supplies 1, and I just weaved it through, and then I put some of those halfback pearls in the center of all the rosettes. There's more of those bobbins, or I don't know what they're, I know they're not thimbles. And then these scissors are from my stash I just had, and they're kind of, you can't really see it, but it's got like antique detail in them. And so I used those, glued them on with a flower and some little, like a pearl spray. And then I put flowers on top of these bobbins with the stems wrapped around them. With, they have lace wrapped around them, and they're distressed with the gesso. And on the top I distressed everything, or, you know, grunged it up with the gesso as well. And then here's some more Prima flowers. The white ones are from Craft Supplies 1. And then there's like a little brown flower back there that's from Shabby Beautiful. And I think that that's it. That's another flower from Prima, the trim from Craft Supplies 1. And this like square paper is from the paper collection, and you can just cut it out like that. It has different squares, and I just put trunk full of laces because that's what I'm filling it with. And then I don't know, like in the corner, if you can see, I did the pearl strand up here in the corners, and then on the bottom as well. And let's see, in here I did some more of the texture, and I sprayed it kind of a little bit with the marigold yellow orange and the Pink Ladies pink. And then there's more of the pearl trim I did in all four corners. And then I did the texture. See, I did the texture on there as well, on the inside of that. And then the rosette trims is from Lavish Laces, and then I put the halfback pearls in each one of them. And I did more texture up there in the corner. And then, let's see, and then this is from the paper collection. And then over here is more texture, but I did the crackle, and then I put paper on these two sides, and I left this blank, or, you know, with just my crackle paint showing through. So that is pretty much it. And then, oh yeah, there's more of that antique white rub and buff. I think that that is it for my box, and I hope the person that I'm sending it to is really going to like it. I really like that dress form. That's my first one that I've done. And so, oh yeah, also behind, I forgot to tell you, behind the, all this gauze and the like, lace is, or like the lace strands, is some tulle that I used. And I just kind of gathered it, and then I left long strands on the sides. So I got the idea from this dress form from a pin on Pinterest. So somebody did one, I think it was on a canvas, and so that's what I chose to do on that one. I was going to do it because I seen Gisela do one for Oak Tree Vibrations Jen, and it had lace, and I was going to try and do that, but I thought it might have been too much for this, just this little circle, so, or this little circle, this little part of that I wanted it in my box, so I just decided to do it that way. Let me know what you guys think. I think I tend to overdo it, but this one I think is turned out pretty good, and I think that it's just right with what I've got on it. And then also, I was going to let you guys know that today and tomorrow, Craft Supplies 1 extended their sale, and today and tomorrow is the last days, so if you want to get anything from there, everything's still 20% off. I think the sale will end tomorrow at midnight, so head on over and check them out. And I hope that you guys have a good day, and leave any comments or questions you have about my box. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.